Welcome to another Signing Tuesday, another dope edition of the EME Show, the dopest podcast on the planet, damn it. And you know where we coming from? We coming from Paris, France, the home of Mac Attack. And we got my dog, Roxy.
That way.
Me, Caleb Gleason, and Turk Mac Durr putting in the work. And we have an honored and special guest, y'all. But how y'all been doing, man? I ain't seen y'all forever today.
Man, we missing you, bro.
Yeah, we
missing you, bro. We glad to see you, though.
We loving the energy, too.
Man, how the family doing?
Man, I'm geeked up off Mountain Dew, man. You know how I be sometimes.
Right, tell the kids we said, whoa.
Yeah, tell them when they say what's up.
Bet, man, they knocked out sleep, man. You know, it's 1 a.m. over here, bro. It's 1 a.m., man.
Yeah.
So, man, I'm going to tell them when I see them in the morning that Uncle Turk and Uncle Rock and Uncle King Caleb said, hey.
Right. That's what we want to hear then.
Hey, one day you gonna have to post up on the Eiffel Tower. We're gonna do a show live from the Eiffel Tower.
Oh yeah, it's a basketball court right underneath the Eiffel Tower. So yeah, I can do a show right there because you can look right up and see the Eiffel Tower and they be balling. The French brothers be over here balling like a mug, man. I've been over there a couple of times.
Yeah, let's do that, man. Let's do that.
We're gonna make it happen, Calvin.
Right.
Who that in the studio with y'all, man? Who that in the studio with you, Turk?
Yeah, my favorite teacher in the whole world, man.
Mine too.
Hey, Mr. Here asked me in the little meet. He was like, well, what teacher influenced you? What teacher do you remember? Do you remember any teacher? Only thing I can say is Miss Clark, man. She got me through there. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I went through. She see me at my worst all the way up to my best. So it's like an honor to have her here right now.
Yeah, Miss Clark, man, one of the best.
Introduce Miss Clark to the world, man.
And Miss Clark is my favorite teacher in the whole world.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's my college teacher, y'all. I went to ABC. I was there for a minute. I started in 205, got out of there in 216. I made it though.
You made it.
You got me through there. No matter how many times I quit.
Correction, college professor.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you tried to quit though.
Yeah, I tried to quit.
Come back.
Oh, you had one tried to quit, huh?
Yeah.
What?
Every semester.
We had a runner. We had a runner. Turtle was a runner.
He wanted to come back.
But he would come back.
Yeah.
Did you have Meg also?
Yes.
You did?
I had him in my business policy class.
I know they got on your
smart student.
Ooh, I know they got on your nerves.
Yes.
Yeah.
Man, you know me, I think I know everything. I know everything. I think I know
everything.
You're right. Yeah, it sounds like Meg. Hey, Miss Clark, what made you start with? What made you want to start teaching? When did you get into that?
Well, I always wanted to be a teacher. And so when I moved to Arkansas, I worked at UAMS for 27 years. But during that time, I went and got all my degrees that required for me to teach. And when I turned 52, equal my years of service, which was 27, it was almost like 70 years. So I was able to retire with my retirement from UAMS. And I said, well, I'm going to teach full-time instead of part-time. I was teaching part-time since 2005 at Arkansas Baptist College and at John Brown. And I taught a little bit at Euler. And so, but it was just my passion. And once all of my kids got grown, I was able to do what I wanted to do. And that was to teach full time.
You say when you moved to Arkansas, where were you at before then?
Carbondale, Illinois.
Illinois?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I moved here when I was 25.
All right.
25
Miss
years.
Clark, I ain't know none of that. That's some information that I ain't know.
Well, you probably never asked me.
So I never did.
Because you know what? It's on the course syllabus if you ever read the syllabus.
I did not read that, Miss Clark. I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't know nobody's syllabus.
What years did you work at UMS?
I worked 1985 until 2012.
Yeah, that's where I know you from. When I was saying,
okay.
You were like probably Arkansas bad. I said, well, I'll probably see you. But no, it's UMS. I used to work there too back in 2009.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I said.
Yep, in the cancer center.
That's why I worked. I did the valet parking. I think,
Yeah, that's where I know you.
Yeah,
from.
Valet Park with that blue jacket.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, exactly.
Was he a good valet park or
Yeah.
was he breaking cars?
Yes, because I was always late or trying to valet park as an employee
Right.
instead of parking where I was supposed to park at. But yeah, that's where I know you from.
Yes, man.
So you just had a
great.
passion. You just had a passion for teaching.
Yes, I mean, I always loved school and academics. I was good in, in my coursework in high school. And I always wanted to get my degree, but, life happens. And I had 3 young children that I had to take care of. So I was working. Sometimes I worked full-time at UAMS, part-time at Denny's, part-time at Pizza Hut, just trying to take care of my children. And once they got of age, 18, and of course, working at UAMS, you got the discount at Euler.
Right.
They went and got their degrees. And so I was like, they're getting their degrees, so let me get my degree. So in 6 years, I got an associate degree, a bachelor's degree, and a master's degree in
Wow.
Somebody at the door.
That's dope. And Miss Clark, we really believe in education. We know that's the gateway to success. We know that's one of the you help instill that in me and Turk for real, because that's what we talk about on the show all the time, about education and trades. How important those are to elevate your career and elevate your life.
That's true, because, no one can take your education from you. Even if you are a doctor, a lawyer, no matter what grade you got, as long as you got that MD degree, that law degree, the bachelor's degree, the associate degree, you earned it, and no one can take your education away from you. It's up to you with your education, what you do with it, that determines, where you go in life.
Right.
Everybody's not, it's not a student that wants to be a college student, but there are other things that you can do. You can go get a trade. You can just, get a trade that you can make money. There's so many opportunities now. You can get certificates. You can get a license. You can do an apprenticeship. Do what makes you happy as a person. And if it's education, or if it's a trade, or if it's, hustling, being an entrepreneurship, using your mind to create something of value, then do that. Okay. We don't as professors, we want to encourage you to, get a degree, because we believe in academics. We believe in education, because education sometimes is the separation of where you are in life, and your ability to make money, your ability to elevate, to get promotions. That's one of the things that got me to get my degree. I was working at UAMS. They made these changes where, because we are an academic institution, for certain positions, you got to have a degree.
Right.
So I would apply for these jobs and I couldn't get it because I didn't have a degree. So I was like, forget that, I'm going to get my degrees.
Right.
And then I got my degree. So I was like, I can, it's up to me to determine how much money I want to make with my degrees.
With Turtle and Mac, they very higher education. They be trying to get me to go back to school, which I already got my master's from Federal University.
Hey.
I went to FedU.
That's
but
okay.
I don't invite nobody to go get there. Right, but
get an education.
right, education always been important, even though I didn't go to college. Well, I went to Pulaski Tech for a couple of semesters, but I always was like self-taught, you know what I'm saying? And I always made sure I hit them books, and but ain't nothing like having that paper, that credential behind you.
No one can take it away from you.
Right.
What position you hold at Arkansas Baptist now?
I am the department chair and assistant professor.
So you steady growing.
Steady growing, steady. I mean, I love education. I tell my students all the time that the best university is YouTube.
Right.
When I don't know anything, I just go to YouTube. When I can't figure something out on Excel or PowerPoint or Word, I just go to YouTube.
Yes.
Okay.
But you was bigger than like teaching. Just the love you have for the student overall. That's what won me over, you know what I'm saying? I kind of you knew my difference in my work. You knew if one of my girlfriend did it or if I did it.
Right, right.
And you knew, many times I want to quit, you know what I'm saying? You boosted me up to come back, you know what I'm saying? You always made me feel like somebody, you know what I'm saying? No matter what, and you guided me in the right direction. Whatever step, if you knew something was bad, this bad, you need to go this way, and you push for this. You know what I'm saying? So you was just an overall good teacher. So you know what I'm saying? So school you'll never know who you'll meet if you go to school. You know what I'm saying? My degree was good too, but my networking was even better. You know what I'm saying? I went there and the way I networked, able to meet you, able to meet Fitz Hill, able to meet Dr. Northcross, able to meet the president, presidents of the school. Man, that was just as valuable. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it put me in a position to even make my degrees even worth something. You know what I mean? Because I always use y'all as a reference. I remember at UAMS, you had to write long references for me for jobs.
Right, you're correct. And I remember when you graduated, he had the biggest balloon in the audience. He had the most people that attended the graduation. You know, it was an affair to see you get to receive
Success story for ABC.
Yeah, it was. And I know President Hill. I keep calling him President Hill, but I need to call him Dr.
That's what we know him as.
I know. But he always tells a story about you and what happened in your life and how you just kept persevering on to, until you got it.
Till I got
and that's what's important. Just
surety.
Don't give up. Just keep going. Even if it's just one class, a semester.
Right.
Take the one class because it's going to lead towards a degree. I told my children, and I am grateful that they all have their degrees. They're all teachers. My son is a basketball coach in Marion, Arkansas. My daughter is one of my adjunct instructors at Baptist. My other daughter works at Pinnacle View grade school or junior high school. But time is going to pass anyway.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It's what you do with that time.
Right.
That has the most impactfulness on your life.
Right.
Do we just, let time pass and do nothing? Let somebody else get the rewards or are we a mentor like you all are now, mentors to other individuals, other young men, because there is a crisis with our young Black men. And at Arkansas Baptist College, the majority of our students are young men.
Right.
And we want to keep encouraging them to stay with it, to stick with it. Don't give up. Don't transfer. Stay here at Arkansas Baptist. We have some of the best instructors at Arkansas Baptist College. We do.
They love you.
Right. And they're not going to give up on you. So, it's just, it's what you do with your time.
Right.
We're here on earth, that God allows us to wake up every day. What are you going to do with those 24 hours that God blesses you?
Right. A lot of schools don't have that though, but ABC do.
Man.
ABC
Yes, they do.
truly got teachers that love you.
Yeah.
And that's the beautiful thing about ABC. And you said you taught at Euler, but I know you probably make, not just saying it, but I know you probably make more of a connection over at the HBCU.
Yes, because at Euler, I would have like 100 students. At Baptist, I have 30, maybe 12. But Euler, it was my classes were online, so I could have up to 100 students a semester.
Right.
And then I taught at John Brown, which I like John Brown. It's another religious institution. The classes were smaller, so you had better relationships because you got to know students. So if a student misses class because they got family issues or they can't come to class because their car is broke down, that's some of the same issues that we have at Arkansas Baptist College.
Right.
I got to take care of my kids. I got to work tonight. And what I say to students, now you got this class. Why you get a job when you got this class?
Right.
But that student has to make difficult choices about taking care of themselves and their family.
Right.
I know you had to earn your grade. You didn't give us nothing.
I did.
Man,
Still don't.
I like one time I knew I was finna fail. I'm looking at her. I'm like, you really finna fail me?
Yeah.
You thought you was cool.
Like, man, I thought it was cool like that. Boy, I see the F on there. I said, really? She said, yeah, you come back see me next year. I said, man, I went on back and I got it. I had to beat it in my head. I had to fight it out. You know what I mean? But I got it though. And once I able to find myself to let my teachers trust me, okay, they for real. They like us. This is not no regular school. This is not no regular person. Now they want to see you succeed. I started getting it. You know what I mean? And then you made me earn it. So I'm like, oh, okay.
You're great.
Yeah, I had no choice.
And that's what we tell people about Arkansas Baptist College, you're going to earn your degree.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you gonna earn it
You're
now.
going to earn it. Not easy. Some students used to say, if I just sit in the front of the class
Yeah,
and come every day, I can at least get a C because
yeah,
I came to class.
Right.
yeah.
No,
You're gonna have to earn that.
you're required. A degree, an undergraduate degree says, I am committed for 4 years to get my degree.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you get a master, that means I master the skill, I master the area that I want to study in, which if it's business administration.
Right.
So that's a difference. You're really mastering, trying to become an expert in your field, where it's an undergraduate, we giving you some of everything,
Right.
you know, to open your mind to general studies, business, physical education, you know, all those different topics, just so you have an awareness. You can have a conversation about each of those topics that you take.
Mhm.
That's what an undergraduate degree is.
Right.
And then if you want to go get a doctorate, then, you know, okay, now I want to philosophize about,
Right.
you know, business administration, if you want to get that.
Let me ask you this: do Arkansas Baptist, even though I think they do, but they provide GEDs, right?
Right.
At the adult education building, they do.
Right.
And now it's not a GED anymore. You actually
And
get
high
a
school diploma.
get a
Yeah.
diploma.
Yeah, that's what I get.
Yeah, you don't get a GED anymore.
Yeah, I got my GED.
Yeah.
But it was when it was adult education on Scott Street.
It's still there.
Yeah.
It's still there.
And, I couldn't stay in school, and the reason I asked that because we got a lot of different homies that's in the neighborhood. They smart, but they can't go to school. They bang too much, so they gonna get expelled. And this what I always teach them: like, hey, look, just because you kicked out of school don't mean you can stop getting your education.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Go right up there to that program.
Right.
Adult education
Adult
on
education,
12th,
yeah.
right across from Church's.
Church's Chicken.
Yeah.
Still there.
And we doing it online too.
And it's online.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's-
Excellent.
So we have to
program.
get that information out to the public because a lot of the youngsters and the girls, they get pregnant or
Right.
situations happen. They're not able to go to a school physically or whatever, but they don't mean they have to stop your education.
Stop your
You're correct.
education.
You know,
Right.
And
Right.
Correct.
another thing that I love about Arkansas Baptist College is really we spoil. It's right there in the neighborhood.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You gotta learn an institution right here. You can
Right
walk
there.
to school.
You can.
And go
And
get it.
good people.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
It's an excellent school. I love
Because for
Arkansas
real,
Baptist College.
when the people when the stuff happened with my baby, and I ain't just had nowhere to sleep, I ain't had nowhere to rest because I had to stay up 24 hours. I had to protect my home. School was where I rested. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I could go in the library and go to sleep, and none of the thugs found me.
Right.
They don't know where my car is. I'm right in school. You know what I'm saying? They be looking all over the city.
Right.
I'm in school.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And school was the thing that protected me all the way through. When that school became God ain't letting nothing happen to me
Right.
because I ain't let that go. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? It was like the turtle shell, it had steel on it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So all the shells just bouncing off me.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So school made me a hero. You know what I mean? So I advise people if they got any kind of ability, any kind of, they want to up growth in life, go get your education.
Mhm.
It started there when we was young. We started with education, no matter what.
Right.
Preschool, kindergarten, we started with education.
Right.
Right.
Don't forget about it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of our kids, we know we can have our own business, or we don't need this to make this. But man, that structure of education got that God in it. It still got that life in it to take you a long way.
Right.
So, I kind of like advise people to check school out. Even if you don't like it, just go do something. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You might
That's-
might be.
You brought a
One
good
thing
point because that's a good thing about our education system. It might not be the best, but where can you go in any country and not have to pay for going to school, kindergarten up to high school?
Right.
Nowhere but the United States.
Right.
Okay. So, but if you decide to go to college, that's when you pay because now you paying for something that you want, which is your education.
Right.
But the free education,
Gotta
take
love it.
advantage. Love it. You can't, there's nothing better than it.
Right.
At
I
all.
learned about you, Miss. One thing I learned about you, Miss Clark, you was tough on us in class, but outside of class, you was like auntie though. You was
Yeah.
was
It's
down
like
to earth. You could chop it up with you about anything. I can tell you, hey, that girl a good boy. You don't need to talk to that girl. You need to concentrate on your classes. And
Right.
It was you. To me, it was you, Mr. Banks, Mr.
Shout out,
Curtis
Mr. Banks.
Norcross, Ed Davis,
Yes.
Karen Lydon.
Yes, and she's back over at Baptist too.
Dr. Ashley.
Y'all that
Yeah.
put y'all arms around the brother and showed the brother some major love, hugged on me and loved on me. I thought I was smarter than everybody, but some things I was horrible at math. I ain't gonna lie to you. I thought that graduated 4 years. I had to take that extra year because of that business math. That was hard to me. I couldn't figure it out. I was trying to figure out them numbers and business plans. I couldn't get it. I had to keep on going, and it was I forgot that business math teacher. He was a pastor or something. He was hard on me, man. He was hard on me, but he knew I wanted to graduate that last
Was
year.
it Carlos? It wasn't Carlos, was it?
He had a son that went to school up there. I forgot it. He was a business math teacher. He had glasses and like a little Bozo the Clown afro because it was broad in the middle. but my last year, I was gonna cheat. I ain't gonna lie to you, Miss Clark. I was gonna cheat on that test, and he let me slide. He let me slide. I said, I can't splunk another year. He let me slide. He gave me that extra point and went on and let me graduate. And that's what they do at Arkansas Baptist. Sometimes they see a problem, they were like, nah, we're gonna help. They give you that extra love to get you over that hump. They did that, man. Real.
Because if you make an effort, that's what's important.
That's the count.
Right.
If you make the effort,
Yeah.
we're gonna meet you where you are.
That's
And
what
most
Phil told me.
instructors try to meet you where you are to get you where you want to go.
You at least got to go to class. You got to get
That's
a
what he
seat.
was saying.
Let's go to class.
It's Apple.
Yeah.
It's
Hey,
Apple.
shout out to the door unit.
Yeah,
I'm actually Arkansas Baptist College alumni, but it's through the door unit. So we work with the youth. We get data to the community. We just gang prevention programs, things like that.
You got the
To the
advisory
door
board.
institution, yeah. So shout out to
Yes.
right.
Yeah, Ed Davis.
Yeah,
Yes, and I think
You done moved up there now.
he is. He's our career development person.
Edmund, I'm
career
coming.
service.
I'm coming,
That's what's
Edmund.
up.
I think now I think Dr. Leonard Williams is over Jory.
Yeah. Who the president now? I heard.
Oh,
the
Dr.
president.
Calvin McFadden.
Hey,
Great
Mr.
guy.
Alvin McFadden.
He's a
Yeah.
great
Yeah.
guy.
He's a
He
great
is.
guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like him a
Hope
lot.
he
I
stay
think
a
he's
while.
gonna do some great things.
The one thing about Fish stayed what, 10 years?
He did.
This was in there 10 years from the time I went to the time I left. Me and him
Yes.
started together and left together.
Left together. Yeah.
That was perfect, man.
But
That was
he
the
is-
perfect
I mean,
situation.
Dr. Hill is still
Yeah.
impactful.
Man, impactful.
Arkansas Baptist.
Yeah, that's our main man.
College.
That's our main
Looking
man.
for, opportunities. I'm working with him now on a couple of programs, esports.
Yeah.
And we finally got that program approved for associate degree and a certificate. We got a certificate program in entrepreneurship, a certificate program in accounting. And then we got an associate degree with Velvet Tech. So now you can go to Velvet Tech, go to Baptist, get an associate degree in cosmetic science. And then we're working with WorldLink over in North Little Rock, where you can get a certificate, a CDL certificate, take 3 classes from us, do your training over there. You have a certificate in CDL truck, and you can go out and make money.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
homeboy doing it right now in the truck. Shout out, Sean. You got
Yeah.
in the trucking school with us, man.
Sleep room.
And
BJ,
Hey, you can't catch him about a $15,000 knot in his pocket. He got it every time. He rolling that truck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
DJ,
we're those programs
All
in
Yeah.
March.
yeah. So
yeah.
Arkansas Baptist got a lot going. They done grew from the time we started. They done grew
Yeah.
tremendously.
We have grown.
Man, thank God, man. They need it, man.
It
They
keeps
work.
evolving. It keeps
Yeah, it's evolving, man. We went through a
And
lot
being
at that school.
relevant, I think just being relevant.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the
Our
main
community.
thing.
And making
Yeah.
the people accept our degrees to come from there. You know what I
Yes,
mean? And stuff like that.
Exactly.
You know,
Yeah.
because a lot of time when I was starting, they was talking stuff. They from ABC, they ain't working. But now ABC work.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
right.
Like, and them teachers there don't give you nothing. They make you get out and get it done. Don't get mad at them because they loving on us and we loving on them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But that's
Exactly.
how it go. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, I really do. I love that school. Like I love all my teachers, everything about it. It took me a long way. Without that school, I wouldn't be here. Like today.
Yeah. Likewise.
Likewise.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be in Paris, right?
Right.
It's commercial
Hey.
and everything.
Hey, my last year there, I brought my wife up to the school.
Yes, you
and
did.
she saw where I got my education. She was like, "Yeah, I like this school." I didn't know it was, she didn't know nothing about HBCUs, being from Paris and being from Cameroon. She didn't know nothing about it. So I explained it to her. I sat her in one of my classes, Mr. Banks' class. Mr. Banks allowed her to come into class and let her enjoy the what was going on. And she was like, "Wow, I didn't know there was colleges like that in the world." I was like, "Yeah, this is what HBCU do. That they love on our people. They make sure our people know about where they come from and where they need to go."
Right.
Yeah.
Mr. Banks been there, I think 30 plus years
Yes, he
at
has.
Arkansas Baptist
Yeah,
College.
OG.
Yeah. And you know, he got
That's
the first club, and then
Yeah.
he teaches personal and development. So he really helps our students, you know, understand how to navigate this college experience, because it is an experience.
Yes, it is.
Especially if you are, you know, a college that doesn't look like the college that you think it's going to look like.
Right.
So
We started.
Right.
We started rough
people
day.
see a picture of Arkansas Baptist, but
Be
then
like,
they
"Nah,
get on
that's
the campus.
They don't understand what it used to look
Yeah,
like.
Right.
Look like
Yeah.
that.
I still remember the vision board sitting in Fitz Hill office. He said, "Man, this school gonna look like this. It's gonna look like that." That was the first person I ever seen that had that kind of, just had the board sitting there like on the.
He did. He had a vision.
Man, and it worked.
He
Yeah.
did. He had
You
a vision.
put it down.
Yeah,
You
man.
have a vision, you study, you work hard, you do everything it takes to make it work, man. You're gonna make your life work, man.
And people like Scott Ford investing into it.
Exactly.
You know, that was a great thing.
It is. Scott Ford did something for Arkansas Baptist that his dad did for him. You know, his dad, he worked at Stevens. And when I was in graduate school, Scott Ford came over to Euler when I was in graduate school. And he said, one day my dad pulled up, said, "Let's go to lunch." And he went to lunch, and his dad took him to Altel and said, "This is yours."
Right.
He had no experience. But what he did, and what you all are doing, he surrounded himself with people that were good in the areas that he wasn't.
Right.
Same thing that you guys are doing.
Yeah.
You guys are a group of young men,
Right.
and depending on each other, good in some areas, that have pulled together this podcast, this movement that you got going on, your business model. Each of you are experts in your own way. You got different experiences that you bring to the table. That's the same thing that Scott Ford, and all he was doing was just paying it forward by giving us millions of dollars to build our business.
Right.
Build it.
Well, I'm the all around expert. You can't miss me.
See, he got that building up, man. We got beautiful
Yeah.
cafeteria, doors. Shout out, Scott.
Hey,
He gave
We
me
trying to
a
get him on the show now. Come on and see us, Scott.
Right, yeah.
Scott Ford gave me my first apprenticeship up there at that big building they had over there on West Little Rock. They let like 5 of us go over there, and they get
Windstream. Was it Windstream or West Rock?
It was West Rock.
West Rock, the coffee company.
West Rock.
Yeah.
West Rock. When it first started,
And they just went public.
They just went
Right.
public.
Just went public.
Right.
That's what I was telling the other day, man. We need to get a truck and drive them coffee beans. Up.
Yeah, but that was Scott Ford doing over there to Steve, man. I think he took Walmart public, Dillard's public, all this. Scott Ford is a very smart man. We happy to have him part of our life. That's our homeboy. We rock with him. And he a good person to know. And he got a good heart.
I still remember him donating the lights.
Yeah.
For 25,000. I'm sitting up there, I'm scared to death. This is my first speaking engagement. I don't know what to do. I'm up here shaking like a crab game.
Miss Clark, we want to thank you for coming in and giving us the advice and just thank you for everything, for being an educator and all that. Whenever you need us or however you need us, we here.
We're gonna call on you.
Yes, man.
Because we're gonna have some entrepreneurship days. You know, we're gonna try to start this fall, and where the whole day is just about entrepreneurship.
Okay.
In the fall.
Well,
You got anything else you want to let them know?
Oh, you can visit our website, www.arkansasbaptistcollege.edu. Look up our programs. If you're interested in attending Arkansas Baptist, you can call me at 501-420-1317.
Do Arkansas Baptist have trade like the trade school on the school? Like, can the people come get it like as far as welding and all that?
Not welding. We don't have
What's
the
the
technical
deal on
part. We don't have that technical part yet, because you have to be approved to be a technical college. Like, Pulaski County, they have those Pulaski Tech, have those programs.
Right.
So we are a college with academic programs, and we haven't moved into that technical part yet.
Are they thinking about it?
I don't know if we got a new president, so we got to follow the leadership of our
Whisper
new
in his
president.
ear.
Huh?
Might got whispered in his ear, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we got a lot of people who teach. Like we know a guy who teach well, who's certified to well. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Baptist would be a good place for him, like Pulaski Tech dude, Arkansas.
Have those apprenticeships.
Yeah,
Yeah.
go in there and get it. So I'm just asking because I know a few guys doing a few things that can help.
We trying. We
You know, I'm
trying
gonna
to
come
add
up there,
programs.
President, I'm on my way.
Exactly, right? Exactly. Yeah.
We'll let Caleb close us on
We
that.
close with a prayer. This will make us the dopest podcast on the
Okay.
planet.
Right.
I got it.
There you go, Turk. By the time you saying it.
But it was nice to meet you again.
Again, yes.
Yeah.
Thank you so
I'm
much.
trying to get in there. Arkansas, man.
Bow your heads for a
Yep.
word of prayer. Thank you, Heavenly Father, for another day you have allowed us to see. I ask you to continue to watch over us, shape and mold us into the men that you created us to be. Continue to bless this great woman to do what she loves and continue to be a light at Arkansas Baptist, helping these students get their education. God, I ask you just continue just to bless our city and help them to see what we're doing and help a lot of men to get connected to us so that we can change this city and the surrounding areas around us. God, we thank you and praise you. It's in your most holy name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Thank you,
EME, whoop, whoop.
Hey,
Dope
shout out to the
Pod.
Memphis Family Foundation, man. We took a couple of kids up to the Memphis Grizzlies game the other week, man. We had
Sure did.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Shout out to
Shout
yeah.
out Memphis Foundation, man.
Sir.